Hello everyone, this is Jago79 on Lethal Black Man channel, and briefly I want to talk to you about something called selective hearing. I'm pretty sure that most of you understand what selective hearing is, but let me explain anyway. Selective hearing is basically when you hear what you want to hear and you ignore everything else. When I make these videos about swirling, when I make these videos about white supremacy, when I make these videos telling my people, warning my people about certain actions that black people take against their own communities, when I make videos talking about how the so-called dominant society oppresses us, people will listen to that. Some will listen to what they want to hear, and others will tune out things that they don't want to hear. The same thing is said when it comes to things about, well, I should say the topic of swirling. When I talk about certain things like that, there's selective hearing as well. You know, I did the video on Vanessa West yesterday. I didn't bash her. I just basically said that I'm pretty much done trying to, deal with foolishness. I'm not saying anything really bad against her, like I hate her or anything, but I'm really tired of the nonsense, man. Swirlers need to understand something, and they need to understand it well. When I talk about swirlers, I am including black men as well. I don't understand why I even have to say that, but I have no choice because people, like I just said, have a problem with understanding and hearing things. They only hear what they want to hear. If I'm doing a video telling black women how much I love them, which I do, and I don't give a damn what swirling dummy comes here and tells me that I don't love black women, I do. But they tell me, oh, you don't, because you don't care about swirlers getting killed. So if you don't care about swirling black women getting killed, then you don't care about black women as a whole. You want all black women to be protected. You want all black women to be respected. But you don't want swirlers to be alive. You want them to be dead because they don't love black men. No. I look at it like this, and I've included black men in this statement many times, but some of you just have selective hearing. Like I said, when it comes to black men and black women that swirl, who want to date outside their communities and love white people more than they love themselves, or any non-black person more than they love their own selves, and make excuses, every excuse in the book of why they decide to be with people that don't look like them and procreate and have families with people that don't look like them, I don't have any sympathy for you when you deal with racism. I don't have any sympathy for when you lose your life. I really don't understand how you get this assumption or this conclusion, how just because I don't give a shit about women who are murdered by their white or non-black boyfriend, or men who are murdered or killed because of their love for non-black women, that I somehow don't love my people. You see, you have to understand that the majority of these people who get into these relationships with these non-black people don't love us, black people. They throw black people under the bus. They talk about black men as if black men are the devil. And you really think I'm going to sit here and tell you that I give a fuck about you? Give a fuck about your relationship with white men or non-black men, or give a fuck about you dying? When you tell me that you don't give a fuck about black men, you want black men to die? All black men should die. All black women should close their legs and never procreate with black men again, especially if they give birth to black babies, who are males. You can kiss my ass. You goddamn right I don't give a fuck about you, because you don't give a fuck about me. A lot of you whores and jackasses, see, this is what you don't get. I'm talking about both men and women right now. A lot of you don't seem to understand. I don't like either one of you. Hate is a strong word. I don't hate you, because it takes too much of a feeling inside me to hate you. So I don't hate you. I don't like you. So therefore, me not liking you means I don't give a fuck about you. That means I don't care what happens to you, as I just reiterated. I'm reiterating to you again. I don't give a shit about you. Give a shit what happens to you. It does not matter to me. Like I said, I care and will have sympathy for your families because they lost a family member. But you knew exactly what you were doing. Some of your families probably told you not to even be with these people, but you did it anyway because you want to follow your heart. And like I've said many times on my videos, It is your life. You are a grown-ass woman. You're a grown-ass man. If you want to be with someone who is not black, you have every right to be that, with that person. I'll never come on here and tell you, don't be with them. No, I don't do that shit. I just tell you things that they do to us, and I tell you things that we should be doing, for each other. But no. All I hear from the swirling camp is how black men are evil. Black men don't have no power. Black men just want to make babies. Black men just want to do this and do that. I hear from black men that black women are this and black women are that. I don't believe the bullshit that I hear. I know some of it is actually true, but I don't believe all the bullshit that I hear. But all you do, you swirling women and you men who swirl, is you throw your people under the bus every chance you get. You insult men who love black women like me. You don't like men like me that love black women very much, and put them on a pedestal. And I know that the sisters out there, I'm using that term loosely, the sisters out there that say I don't love black women are telling me that, I'm full of shit with these videos that I do about black women. But I just explained to you that I don't consider you a part of my community when you go outside your community and date these men. You know what kind of society we live in, and you're still fucking with these guys, and you'll tell me how black men will cheat on you. But you see, the real core issue that I have with swirlers who are women is the fact that they will demonize black men every single day on their platforms. They will tell men like me that actually love black women that we don't give, that we, men like me, and I'm including myself, that we don't really love them at all. That we're just doing this for attention. I don't get paid to do any of these videos. I do these videos from my heart because I love my mother. I love my wife. I'll love my daughter if I have a daughter, or my son if I have a son, when I decide to have a child. I have never looked at black women with hatred. The only thing you can say about me is that, like I said before, and I'll say it again another time, once more, because I need to reiterate it and let you know again, I just don't care about black women that step outside their community. I don't care about black men that do the same. I don't congratulate any black man who dates outside of his race. I don't congratulate any black woman that does that either. And I never will. And the fact that I'm somebody who is a black man that most of these swirling black women say, chase Becky. I don't chase white women. I never have. I never put white women on a pedestal, but yet I'm still your enemy because I don't like you. It's fine. That's fine. You can continue to spread your lies about me and believe whatever assumptions you want about me, but I know in my heart, the people that come to this that come to this channel and watch my videos know that I'm against interracial dating. I don't give a fuck who you're with unless they're black, and that's all there is to it. And I know that there are black men out there that abuse their women. I know there are black women out there that actually abuse their men. And there are black men and black women together as a whole that abuse their children. And I don't like that, and I call that shit out too. I don't leave no stone unturned when it comes to us. I call us out. I've called myself out on my shit. And I call out the dominant society, the so-called dominant society, because, they think they're dominant, but they're not. But these women have these, illusions of grandeur where they believe that they're going with a prince in a storybook when they get with these white males. And they don't call out the white men for their nonsense. I mean, you would never even think, if you go to a swirling camp, that white men have done any wrong to anybody. You would never think that slavery happened. You would never believe that, there are any good black men out there, because as far as a swirling camp is concerned, when it comes to the females, there are no good black men at all. They tried and dated so many black men. All the black men have been fucking rude and disgusting and demonic and, totally toxic to them, abusive to them. So it's time to go over the fence and get with an Asian man, get with a Hispanic man, get with a white man. And you won't call out their bullshit. You won't call out their evil. You won't call out their racism at all. You'll support their channels. I don't want support from you. I'm not asking for support, donations, money, monetary, or anything financial at all, because I don't need it. I work like everybody else does. I don't need to beg people on here to give me money to do videos, but white men seem to be begging you for money, like Cohen Nanik, Asian Dave out there, other fucking channels of men who don't really give a fuck about black women, but they will pretend they do by buttering up black women and telling them that they're lovely and beautiful and this and that. And black women are beautiful, yes they are, but these men don't give a fuck about black women at all, because they don't talk, as I said, they don't talk about the murders, the horrific murders that black women have endured, I talked about that. They don't talk about the missing black women. I talk about that. They don't talk about the children, the black females, the black female children and black females as a whole that are being kidnapped and murdered every single day. Nobody knows where they're going. They don't talk about black issues at all. They just talk about how much they love black women and how a black woman smells, how a black woman tastes. That sounds like a very sexual fucking thing to me. But meanwhile, I'm a fucking black man on here that people continue to tell me that I don't give a fuck about black women and don't give a fuck about my community. I come on here and I actually tell it like it is. I actually discuss things that are affecting black people. I actually talk about black children, and nobody watches those videos when I talk about black children, how they're doing things in the community, how they're doing positive things, how black children are being affected by certain things. Okay, I don't see white men who supposedly love you, who supposedly love you sisters out there who want to be white women. I don't see those men talking about how the police are killing you, how you are being raped every single day by them. You're being raped by them. They're not going to address that because they're the number one rapist against you. But you'll tell me that black men are the number one rapist out there and pedophiles out there. But meanwhile, these are the motherfuckers that have been doing it forever and still increasingly doing it every single day and want to change laws so that they can be pedophiles and make it a fucking normal thing. They're the ones who are doing this transgender thing and having you all confused with your children. When your children is are fucking boys, they want to be girls. You swirlers just don't understand. You don't get it. I'm never gonna say you don't pick on me. I call you out because what you're doing is fucking stupid. There's no reason for any black person on this earth to be fucking with anybody who's not black, especially in this time. But when I talk about things like black unity and shit, I'm called racist and hateful. So it's racist and hateful for me as a black man who sisters say should be stepping up. I'm doing my part of stepping up as a black man, talking about how we should be together and loving each other and be united against racism and all this oppression. I'm fucking wrong for that, right? I get called hateful and don't love black women because I don't give a shit about you swirlers when you meet your end at the hands of these men who you put above black men. I get called a simp because I love black women over every other woman on this earth by black men who don't love black women. And that makes no sense. A black man that doesn't love a black woman, that's a fucking weirdo to me. That is a psychopathic, mentally insane person. It doesn't make any sense not to be attracted to the people that look like you. It doesn't make any sense. It is very mentally insane and sick to be attracted to people who you know have a history of continuously torturing you, murdering you, treating you like shit, not changing laws for you, but you continue to get in fucking relationships with them. You continue to promote them as their best choice. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. And they're still doing this now. It's not that they stopped doing it. They continue to do it every single generation, but you just don't fucking learn. You want to sit there. You want to open your legs. You want to pull down your trousers and you want to have sex with these people. And I don't understand why. But I'm racist because I want black men and black women to be together. What I want is what I want. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. I don't tell nobody to go out there and kill anybody. I don't tell anybody to go out there and harm someone or hate someone because of the color of their skin. I simply am a channel that promotes black love. And if you don't believe in black love, I don't know why the fuck you're here. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand at all. And these little swirlers would come here and, you know, tell me, oh, you don't care about nobody. You're just like every other. No, I'm not like everybody other. No, I'm not. I'm nothing like Tommy Sotomayor. I'm nothing like these hateful black men out here who don't love black women. I actually really give a shit about black women. I do. But because I don't care about you types of females, I don't love black women. Because I don't support your types of relationships, I'm hateful and racist. No, you're just a fucking idiot. You and those men in our community who date everybody but their own are retarded. You don't understand the big picture, but I do. Because I use common sense, unlike you. I understand that racism exists. I understand you sisters have been through some bad relationships with black men. But for you to say the shit you say about them and for the black men to say the shit they say about you, I will never agree with it at all. I'm not hateful. I love black women and I don't give a fuck who tells me I don't. Because in my heart I know I do. And the people in my life know that I do. And the people that come to this channel and listen to what I have to say every single time I upload a video know that I do. I've addressed this for the very last time, and the next video that I'm doing has to do with something completely different. I'm not doing this again. I could easily have done this in the comment section, but I want to get it all out, because when you get it all out, you're done and you can move on. So now I'm finished. 15 minutes of me talking in the darkness, because it's dark outside. It's about to be a thunderstorm. I don't want to get anything messed up here in this room. So I decided to do everything in the dark. I got everything out that I need to say. They're still gonna come here and tell me I'm full of shit. I understand that, but I said what I said, and the real people that ride and die with me know that I love black women, I love black men, I love my black family and my black children. Those white men don't give a fuck about you. Those non-black men don't give a fuck about you. Those non-black women don't give a fuck about you. They don't talk about your issues. They don't address it. They don't give a shit. I do, and others like me do as well. But you won't call them out, because you're happy in Candyland and Fantasyland, living with the people who you feel are superior to you, because you feel you are inferior to them. I'm done.